Here we have an ultra-aggressive player put in his place. Welcome to Chess Voices. It's a really interesting little game here with quite a surprise ending. So it starts with e4 and e5. Pretty much Italian game. And I don't take, I just bring the queen out. And he's attacking the pawn now. So check, comes back, and takes, releasing my rook. Out comes his knight. Now you're going to find it quite difficult to keep up. This restores my pawn structure, by the way, but you're going to find it quite difficult to keep up with the piece count, or at least I did. Now out comes this knight. He's got some juicy squares to choose from. Could get a bit snaky this knight, and also I haven't castled yet, and it's not looking like it'll be easy for me to castle the way I'm cramped up there. Maybe I should have castled next. But I wanted to stop that knight advancing to the b3 square there, you see, where he would have threatened my rook and bishop. That would have been disastrous. It would have cost me a rook. So out comes his bishop, trying to sort of get skewery on the knight, on my rook rather, getting ready to punish my rook with some sort of surprise later, and then just go back again. Takes this pawn. I can't recapture because it's twice attacked by the knight. I didn't see that. That's his first blood, really, because he's now pawn up. He's got 7 for my 6. Again, now I can't castle. Well, I can. I could have taken with the queen. I probably should have done, but I took with the king. Taking with the queen would have doubly attacked his rook, which might have been quite nice, but it wasn't to be. Comes up with the knight, and I just go back to here.
Kinside castling.
So it's looking pretty rubbish. I mean, obviously black has the upper hand here. I've got to get this knight out of my half of the table. And I do this nice little move. Attacking his knight with my queen, you see. And messing his pawns up a bit more. He doesn't accept, so I go for this, attacking his queen and bishop with check. I decide not to take the bishop because with this, I can attack his queen here, and I rather foolishly forgot about his rook. I don't know how. Rook takes, knight takes,
check.
Queen takes with check. Parry with the bishop. Puts the pawn in the way, and now the bishop back to here. So at least I've covered his queen's line, but now this is pretty devastating. Now I still don't quite understand. You see what I mean? I don't quite understand how the piece count is even here. Because I thought he won a piece there. You tell me in the notes downstairs under the video. Well, because I just didn't understand what had happened here. The pawn count, I've got 5, he's got 5, and the piece count is identical. I mean, identical, and it felt like it shouldn't be. I felt like I'd come off worse there, so I don't know what happened. Now, here we are. A few safety maneuvers I start to make. Holes for my knight, place for my king.
Check.
That's an attack at the same time, and now I can go here, and of course he's going to do the, he's going to attack that knight. I was surprised. I thought he would attack it with the pawn, which wins it, basically. But no, king back to here, because I want to release that knight. Takes. Could have taken with the queen, but then I've got not many pieces available to stop his passed pawn. I should be focusing on my 2 passed pawns right now as well.
Check.
So back we go again. Back up he pops. So interesting. My rook is actually sort of doing some work now. Queen to here, still defending those same 2 pawns, just in a different angle, but now getting ready to perhaps try and push these home. He does the double pawn move there. This is going to dangerously open that file up, and also it opens up checking line towards my king again, which is really annoying. So I have to move the king, really. But instead I come up with this idea, which will be a revealed check on his king, and that'll win a piece back, so we'll be even Stevens after that, hopefully.
Check.
So he checks, I go here, he wins the rook,
check.
I check, he goes here, I win the bishop. Now I think my pieces, although they are on theory not as good as his. I think the two passed pawns and the fact that my queen is more controlling more of the board, I think is a slight advantage here, but I'm really not convinced that I have the advantage here. Tell me what you think in the comments below, because I felt like it was pretty much 50-50. I felt that the advantages that I had were balanced out. However, the passed pawns are looking good. They're looking very good. Now, we may be about to lose a bishop as well. But this actually puts his queen on the wrong colour. This is actually a bad move. Taking that bishop. Extraordinary to think so, but it is. It's a bad move. He's got no further checks on me, apart from unless he does a double move with the pawn, which is undefended. But now look, already look how high I am now with this pawn. So he's taken a bishop, but I may be about to gain a queen in return for it.
Check.
So he does his little pawn check, and I gobble it up. Now this is the danger, you see. Now he goes check here. I could have actually taken this with my queen immediately, but I didn't quite see this at this point. But do you see? That is an absolute practically winning position. However, this actually does make it even more of a winning position, because now his king has no escapes, and after his queen gobbles up another pawn and still in the wrong square, still in the wrong place, she can't get back into the game, and it's just check, king takes, and checkmate with a queen. Look at that beautiful combination there at the end. So I think that's one of my more beautiful games. Love the finish. Tell me what you think. Didn't really help my rating a huge amount. I'm only at 1980 now. I had some really bad runs the past couple of days. Kept playing when I was tired, kept playing in the middle of the night. Very bad idea. And I just lost, gone down from 2050 to 1980, but that's just a number. And the lower that number goes, the easier the opponents are to beat, in theory. So that's the game of the day. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the most relaxing chess channel on YouTube.